Welcome Ece.
Merhabalar, hello Berkin Bey.
Merhaba Ece, merhabalar. Ece is the advisor for innovation, science and technology at the Consulate General of the Kingdom of the Netherlands in Istanbul. And I guess the consulate also has a Netherlands Innovation Network,
yes,
right?
That's correct.
So she will be sharing with us the ecosystem that the innovation network is trying to foster, I guess. And I guess Ece is the right point of contact for getting in touch with the network. And she will be describing it right now. And the floor is yours, Ece. Thank you very much again.
Thank you. Let me share my screen first. All good?
Good, yes.
Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for having me. My name is Ece Ömür and I work for the Netherlands Innovation Network at the Dutch Consulate in Istanbul. So it is so exciting to take part as a guest country at the AI Week for the first time as the Netherlands. And we hope to continue our partnership with the Turkish AI ecosystem in the future. Mark Terlik started with a great presentation on green AI. And we also have some other impressive speakers from the Netherlands who will continue to inform you about the Dutch AI ecosystem. But today I will briefly introduce you to Dutch mission-driven innovation policy and the Netherlands Innovation Network in Turkey. I will give you some examples on how we are connecting the Dutch and Turkish innovation ecosystems. So when you think about the Netherlands, what comes to your mind? People mostly think about the tulips, of course, the color orange, Dutch cheese, millions of bicycles, mostly happy and tall people. Yes, the Netherlands is the 5th happiest country on the planet and also the tallest people. But we are also the number one flower exporter in the world. But next to all of these, the Netherlands is packed with world famous inventions too, like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, telescope, or even the stock market invented by the Dutch. So in that sense, when it comes to the innovative countries in the world, the Netherlands is one of the front runners in Europe. So of course, the Netherlands wants to hold this position and even aims to play a leading role in developing key technologies and tackling social challenges worldwide. Because after all, like any other countries, Netherlands is also facing some challenges with respect to the climate change, like more heavy rainfalls, extended heat falls, or even a rising of the sea level and many more. And like other countries, Netherlands is also thinking how to deal with these issues related to climate, agriculture, and healthy living. So in 2018, the Dutch government has identified 4 teams aligned with the UN SDG goals. And together with the 8 ministries and top sectors, the Dutch government has formulated 25 missions. These are just some goals that Netherlands set for 2030 and 50. These missions focusing on ensuring a greater and healthier life in the Netherlands, which means sufficient clean water, safe food, lower greenhouse gas emissions, affordable, sustainable energy, a safe Netherlands to live and work in. So these are the ambitious goals that do not have a ready-made solution and that go beyond our usual path. So these missions are also ambitious that will require a joint effort from the industry, knowledge institutions, and the government in the future. As a part of a Dutch innovation policy, 25 missions offers public and private companies the chance to work together and expand their knowledge and their network. So the Netherlands is actively investing, stimulating collaborations through the triple helix model. The top sector approach is based on the triple helix model, which stimulates public and private partnership. It has the potential to bring closer cooperation between business and knowledge institutes, such as universities. So the Netherlands focusing on 9 high potential top sectors for collaboration to create innovative and effective partnership. Every top sector represented by a leading organization. And these leading organizations, together with the private companies and public institutions, determine knowledge and innovation agendas on the societal challenges and the key technologies. So as the top sectors have organized themselves in a very strongly in the recent years, the partners in the triple helix are able to collaborate very easily. So you can see the largest top sectors below: high-tech, life sciences, energy, and the logistics. Each of them is represented by a leading organization. And we are organizing yearly conferences around these top sectors together with our colleagues from the Netherlands Foreign Investment Agency. For example, last year, we organized a conference on digitalization of the manufacturing industry. And this year we wanted to focus on life science and health. So we talked about combining businesses and knowledge institutes. So there's also a trend towards combining scientific know-how with application, so-called global knowledge hubs. And the Netherlands has 13 hubs, which brings together companies of all sizes, governmental bodies, knowledge institutions, and individuals with a particular expertise focusing on innovation creation. Yeah, companies from same sector or value chain establish themselves in a close proximity to one another to gain a competitive advantage or make use of specialized resources like infrastructure or human capital. For example, for the IT cluster, one of the most attractive features of Amsterdam is the presence of the largely IT specialists. Also for the high-tech systems, high technologies, Twente, Amsterdam, Brainport, and Delft is very important. So the societal challenges and the missions have been determined for the upcoming years. However, the road to achieving these is still open, and it's clear that key enabling technologies such as photonics, quantum, digital technologies, nanotechnology play an important role in realizing these multiple missions. And Netherlands has an outstanding scientific position in a number of key enabling technologies because the Dutch government's heavily investing in key enabling technologies. Last year, 1.35 billion euros allocated from the National Dutch Fund to projects relating to AI, regenerative medicine, quantum, and photonics. So more than just solid policies, forming partnership and fostering innovation-friendly business environments is one of the top priorities of the Dutch government to ensure organizations to enable to reach innovation ambitions. The Dutch government provides different initiatives. For example, they're organizing yearly expos and conferences to create awareness, but also inform the industry about the recent developments. The Ministry of Economic Affairs and Climate Policy identifies 4 teams, focus teams for the scientific research in the years ahead. And they look at the questions like, how can science create economic opportunities for innovation? Or what areas hold promise for the Dutch science sector? They also launched Smart Industry Initiative in 2014 by the government and the industry to promote cutting-edge IT and technologies like 3D printing, nanotechnology, and robotics. There are 45 field labs related to the smart industry, and field labs are practical environments which companies and knowledge institutions develop, test, and implement effective smart industry solutions, and in which people can learn to apply these solutions. Establishing different governmental bodies and departments to follow the R&D developments, technological developments in other countries, but as well as inform them about the Netherlands innovation ecosystem. So the Netherlands Innovation Network is one of them. The Dutch Ministry of Economic Affairs and Climate Policy has established the Netherlands Innovation Network to ensure and foster its global position as an innovation leader, but as well as strengthen its global competitiveness. This is a global network for innovation, science and technology, and we are located in Dutch embassies and consulates in over 17 countries worldwide. Our network stimulates international cooperation between companies, research institutes, and public authorities. And our network activities help implement the national, international knowledge and innovation agenda of the Dutch government. We also address national and global challenges, aiming to further develop key enabling technologies through international collaboration. So we bring Dutch and Turkish innovation ecosystems in three ways. We provide knowledge about the developments around the world. We connect potential collaborations partners abroad, and we identify funding mechanisms and tools for the cooperation. So now I will elaborate each of them with some examples. Innovation is depending on the availability of the knowledge. So our network enables efficient and effective knowledge sharing between the Netherlands and Turkey. So we do research analysis on the developments, technological and R&D sectors development in Turkey, and we publish articles, reports and news items about the market, and we disseminate these items via our online channels. There are some couple of examples which has been focusing on our priority team between 2019 and 2002, smart and green mobility, nanotechnology, and circular economy, and circular food and circular textile become also very important. And all these reports has been written by Dutch and Turkish organizations, including universities and consultancy companies, include sectoral insights, highlights, local and national perspectives, and collaboration possibilities within that sector. You can also reach these reports online. They are all public. That we also organize introduction presentation about Dutch innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem. We collaborate with local partners such as technoparks and accelerators in Turkey, or sector representative organizations like TÜSİAD to introduce the Netherlands and its ecosystem in specific sectors or topics, like we are doing it right now. We also organize sector-specific online seminars with the contribution of Dutch and Turkish organizations and experts in order to stimulate cooperation and create new connections. We invite speakers and experts from both sides. Sometimes they inform the audience about specific topic and the developments from Turkey and the Netherlands. But also sometimes we form focus groups to have collaborative thinking towards a challenge. For example, recently we have collaborated with Delft University and Istanbul Technical University on a seminar, and the seminar focused on circularity and the digitalization of the construction industry, which brought 60 participants from Turkey and the Netherlands at the Dutch consulate. And at the seminar, 5 speakers from the Netherlands informed the audience about recent developments and shared their perspective, and held a half-day workshop. So far, you can understand that our strong muscle is to bring different stakeholders together. So we are following a Dutch triple helix approach. Collaborating both internationally and locally enables organizations to access global knowledge, expertise, gain new perspectives, and collaboration within and across disciplines. So over the past years, multi-stakeholder grounds for foundation and inclusive solutions have been created for a broad scope, from urban mobility to sustainable textiles, with the co-design methods, which means collaborative design. So co-design is actually a very nice word for collaboration. It means that in addition to experts and researchers and developers, we also invite end users like citizens, NGOs, and we are giving an active role and ask them to co-develop innovative solutions to the missions. We also facilitate some online workshops and focus groups. Here are some other examples. The first picture is from our first hybrid co-design session held at the consulate in 2020. During the event, the results of the fact-finding study, which is a smart and green mobility in Istanbul, were presented to Dutch experts and relevant officials from the Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality. You can see at the picture that our former Consul General is sitting next to the Deputy Secretary General of the Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality. So we also create working groups for each subsectors. And at that event, our subsectors sub-teams was policy and governance, low carbon mobility hubs, zero carbon mobility, and data-driven mobility. And since 2020, we have been working on these 4 subtopics. The other design is from our circular food co-design in partnership with Impact Up Istanbul and Impact Up Amsterdam and other local NGOs like Fazla Gıda and Gıda Kurtarma Derneği and our international partner, EIT Food. We had our very first event on circular food series, which also brought 90 participants, including municipalities, public institutions, social entrepreneurs, food experts all around the world to work towards a transition to sustainable food systems. We also have a very close connection with the local municipalities and sector representatives. We often connect public authorities from both countries to also have a positive impact on the governance and policy side. For example, in 2019, a delegation from Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality visited the Netherlands. We organized a trip which mostly centered on sustainable urban mobility. The event helped determine the areas where Dutch and Turkish parties, municipalities, local authorities can share experiences and collaborate. Also recently in September, we brought a Turkish delegation to the Netherlands for Circular Textile Days to introduce Turkish textile representatives to the Dutch organizations, as well as explore new Dutch innovations and companies and entrepreneurs who would like to work or connect with Turkey. So we know that activities such as professional exchanges, fact-finding visits, conferences, and working groups are such mutual experiences that have a high effect on developing partnership. So the funding mechanism is a very important part of it and supports these activities within the programs and projects in establishing bilateral partnership. So we worked on identifying and creating funding mechanism for cooperation. Here are some examples too. The first picture from 2019, Technological Research Council, which is TÜBİTAK, and its counterpart in the Netherlands, NWO, signed a letter of intent to cooperate in the fields of innovation, technology, and science. The agreements for 4 years provided dedicated funds for research to organize activities targeted matchmaking, such as joint academic scientific meetings, conferences, and workshops. Also, in line with the aim to raise awareness on circular economy, together with the EBRD and BCSD Turkey, we joined our forces to create this great initiative called Turkey Circular Economy Platform. For the platform, 450,000 euro allocated from the EBRD Dutch fund. And this fund supported Turkish companies in the changeover to circular business models. So these were some of our activities and actions towards bringing Dutch and Turkish ecosystems. However, we are not alone. I talked about partnership and collaborative work. We have different departments who works together with us on these projects. First of all, Innovation Network in Turkey consists, we are of 2 people. I work with our innovation attaché, Rory Nowens, and we are working closely with our economic network in Turkey, which is an economic department based in Istanbul and also in Ankara. We also work with Netherlands Foreign Investment Agency. They are located in Istanbul, and they help companies to set up their offices in the Netherlands, and all of their services are free and confidential. And last but not least, Netherlands Point of Entry, they are based in the Netherlands, and the first stop for startups and scale-ups who wants to expand to the Netherlands. They help startups through the startup visa applications, connecting them with the right accelerators and sectoral hubs. So if your organizations falls one of the top sectors have a unique innovative products or services, or if you are willing to connect with the Dutch ecosystem, let's meet. You can reach us from LinkedIn, from our email addresses, and thank you for listening.
Yeah, Ece, thank you very much for this informative and nice overview of the Netherlands technology landscape, and also the assistance and support provided by the public sector and organizations, including yours. Would you mind very briefly, but our time is up, very briefly touch upon, elaborate on any initiatives or projects that you could have specifically targeting AI companies? Very briefly, please.
Currently, this is our first step, actually, bringing Turkish and Netherlands AI ecosystems. But in the nanotechnology we are working, we just recently published our nanotechnology report, and we wanted to also create working groups for the nanotechnology sector. Not related, not specifically with AI, because we just established our relationship with the Turkish AI ecosystem with this seminar. So we are very eager to find the common grounds between Turkish and Dutch ecosystems.
Okay, great. So I'm sure you are open to proposals, so people
exactly.
Get in touch with you. Thank you very much Ece Hanım.
Çok teşekkürler. Hoşça kalın.
Teşekkürler. Peki.